So in order to take this UI that was built for us and build it into our own custom application, the easiest thing here is just go here, define your system instructions if you like to at first, then build with code. You could deploy it directly, but it's probably going to be easier to have more customization. Just grab the code yourself. So you can follow the pip install here to actually get the necessary Python packages. But then you would just go ahead and copy and paste this into your personal IDE. I did change a few things. So if we look back at this is just generate, and then it's calling the generate function. I'm changing it so that the generate function is actually going to intake a user's question and then eventually return the final completed answer. Originally it was just streaming that answer, but I'm setting it up to just return the completed one. So if we actually just look at what this code is doing, it's just setting up some initial things that we need. For example, the system's instructions, the client, and the model. So it's defaulting to 2.5 Flash. And then this is basically just taking the user's question and converting it to the necessary type to go into the generate content at the end. Then this tool is just retrieving that RAG engine that we just created. So now our AI is going to have access to that. It's going to set up a configuration with some standard parameters, as well as this safety config, which is defaulting to off. So that's never going to turn off, or the model's never going to stop because of a potential content or harassment issue. So then it's just going to go ahead and generate the content stream, and I'm just going to group it into one final answer. So I've built this into basically a simple backend of Flask app. It's just going to have this one route that's going to use the RAG engine, which is going to call this RAG engine helper, which is that function we just covered. And then what we can do here is kind of add different off-the-shelf or custom tools for different routes, which would allow this one tool to kind of have this evaluation capability where you could call whichever particular tool you want to try, just by essentially specifying what route you would want to do. So you can kind of envision the front end, you would select a particular tool, and then based on what they select, it would then call the corresponding route that would then use the tool that you want to use and return the answer. So in this case, we're working with the RAG engine. So I have this spun up right now, which is essentially going to allow me to call this test function, which is going to send a request to the app, which is just going to go ahead and call our RAG engine bot. So let's go ahead and try it. And you can kind of already see what the answer is, but that's basically just verifying that, okay, we are using the RAG engine, we are getting information, and we are getting a decent answer. So we can go ahead and we can try and set this up with some other tools and kind of see how they perform, take our favorite ones and kind of dig a little bit deeper into those.